Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Misunderstood Mythology. So I just wanted to start this off saying that the first episode did a lot better than I was expecting. So thank you all for the views, the likes, the shares, subscriptions, feedback, just everything. It really does mean a lot. I know it's probably weird seeing educational videos from, someone like me with piercings, tattoos, punk guy, and everything, but this is something that I've been extremely passionate about for a very long time. I've done a lot of research over the years, and it is something that I do thankfully know quite a bit about. So, after running a poll on Twitter, it was decided by a pretty big margin that this episode was going to be about Medusa. So make sure to follow on social media for more polls, updates, and just a little bit of everything. So again, thank you, and let's just get right into the video. Most people know Medusa from one thing or another. She's often seen in video games like God of War, or in books and movies like Percy Jackson, but not many people actually know much about Medusa herself, or her story. Medusa was the daughter of the sea gods Phorcys and Keto. Most people think that there was only one Gorgon, but there was actually three. The Gorgons were often described as winged females with living, venomous snakes in place for hair, but the wings are rarely portrayed and are often replaced with a more serpent-like body. It's rumored that all three sisters could petrify and turn people to stone, but this isn't really confirmed or denied by any writings other than by Pseudo-Apollodorus, which is a couple hundred years after the original writings. The three Gorgon sisters were named Medusa, Stheno, and Euryale. Both Stheno and Euryale were immortal, where Medusa wasn't. Throughout the entire family, she was the only mortal. There have been a lot of different stories that have been told about Medusa over the years, but the most common is that, unlike her sisters, Medusa was actually born extremely beautiful with stunning hair, which is where a lot of her story begins. Because of her looks and because of her hair, Poseidon admired Medusa. Poseidon couldn't resist and ended up impregnating Medusa inside of one of Athena's temples. Whether Medusa being impregnated or not was willing has kind of changed from story to story, so there's no real way to tell yes or no on that one. But knowing the way that the Greek gods behaved, it would not shock me. With Athena being one of the goddesses of virginity, this angered her pretty badly, and Athena ended up turning Medusa's once beautiful hair into the snakes that she's seen with today. There's a lot of speculation that Athena either did this as revenge for defiling her temple, or as a way to prevent Poseidon from seeking out Medusa again by changing the beauty that he once admired. Medusa both lived and died on an island called Sarpedon. Medusa was beheaded by Perseus, who was actually sent there to fetch her head by King Polydectes of Seriphus. Polydectes was actually hoping that this journey would kill Perseus because most people thought that killing the Gorgons was impossible. Polydectes did this because he was hoping that with Perseus out of the way, he would be able to marry Perseus' mother, albeit unwillingly. Perseus received the location of Medusa from the Graii, also known as the Three Fates. Along with this, he also received a mirrored shield from Athena, a sword from Hephaestus, the invisibility helm from Hades as mentioned in the previous episode, and a pair of gold winged sandals from Hermes. Since Medusa was the only Gorgon that was mortal, Perseus was able to kill her while she was sleeping. He used the mirrored shield given to him by Athena to look into the reflection, as not to be turned to stone, to walk up to her while she was sleeping and behead her. Medusa was still pregnant with Poseidon's children when she was killed. So when she was beheaded, Pegasus, the winged horse that I'm pretty sure most of you know from the movie Hercules, as well as Chrysaor, a giant with a golden sword, sprang forth from her neck. While all of this was going on, both of Medusa's sisters, Euryale and Stheno, woke up to the noise and did try to avenge their sister. But neither of them could see or catch Perseus because of the winged sandals given to him by Hermes and the helm of invisibility given to him by Hades, so he was able to get away. It's said that when Perseus was flying back to return Medusa's head to Polydectes, drops of Medusa's blood landed in Libya, instantly turning to snakes, and this is why Libya has an abundance of serpents. So when Perseus returned back to Seriphus, he actually used Medusa's head to turn Polydectes to stone to save his mother. With his mother saved, he actually gave Medusa's head to Athena, to which Athena actually put it on her shield, the Aegis, which was given to her by Zeus, which is often pictured. Athena then collected the remaining blood from Medusa's head and gave most of it to Asclepius, who used the blood from Medusa's left side to kill, and the blood from Medusa's right side to raise the dead. The rest of Medusa's blood, which was just a vial with 2 small drops, Athena actually gave to Erichthonius. It was said that these 2 drops, one of them was a cure-all for any ailment, and the other was a poison that could kill even the gods. Athena, who was also known as protector of heroes, also put aside a lock of Medusa's hair and gave it to Heracles. Heracles then, in return, gave it to Cepheus' daughter, Sterope, which she then used to actually save her hometown, Tegea. Even though it supposedly didn't have the same power that it did when Medusa was alive to turn people to stone, this lock of Medusa's hair could still put absolute terror and dread into anybody who looked at it. There are also some stories about how once Medusa was slain, Athena actually resurrected her with her normal hair and made her one of her priestesses. But this one's a lot less common because it does contradict pretty much every story about what happened after she died, the Aegis, her body parts, so this one's a lot less commonly heard. Over the years, Medusa has been portrayed so many different ways in books, writings, movies, video games, everything. Whether it be the monstrous creature with wings, a snake's body, boar-like tusk, a snake's tongue, or any other imagery you may see. Whatever the case may be, Medusa's story is actually a pretty sad one. I mean, she went from being the beauty of the family and not really doing anything wrong to being pregnant with a head full of snakes and beheaded simply for existing and because of a vengeful king, having her body parts used for all sorts of things. The only thing that she really did wrong was kill people who came onto her island. That's all I have for this episode, so thank you all for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed it. Again, this is something I'm extremely passionate about, and something that I do enjoy thoroughly. Mythology has always been a huge subject close to my heart, and I really hope a lot of you enjoy it as well. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to be notified of any more videos. The poll will be updated on Twitter for the next episode, probably by the time this episode is posted, so make sure to go to twitter.com/Barasapien to check it out. Again, thank you all for everything, and have a good rest of your day. Peace out, everybody.